Hi, I'm Kay Holdsworth, and today I'm going to share a really simple way that we can all massively improve our lives. And it is really, really simple because you know what? We don't even need to change our circumstances. We don't need to change what we're really doing particularly. Because the secret is to focus on what's already working. Because often we don't do that. We tend to see all the problems, all the difficulties, all the issues. But I honestly believe that if we're to do this, this is a real massive, huge game changer for all of us, me included, definitely as well. So instead of constantly thinking about what's lacking, what's missing, what's wrong in our lives, which we do get caught up in, we get caught up in the problem, we focus on what's good enough. Now, above my fireplace, I've got this plaque. I don't know if you can see that there. And it reads, happiness. The secret to having it all is knowing you already do. And when my mum saw that for the first time, she actually cried. And it's because the message really hit hard, it hit home to her. My dad, he died 2019, and my mum and dad had been together for like over 40 years. But during those years, as you do, you can take people for granted, can't you? And you can not appreciate them as much as you should. And she didn't really realise how lucky she was having my dad. She used to call him my rock, well, in the earlier days of their marriage. And she didn't appreciate all that he did for her. And it's only now, since he's not here, that she really does appreciate him. So it brought home that bittersweet realisation. So much of what she'd taken for granted was already enough. Yeah, she already had what was enough. Happiness was there. She just didn't appreciate it. And we all do this. We all do this. We all focus on what's missing, what's lacking, what's irritating, what's wrong. It's a human tendency of ours. You might have heard of the negative bias, which is all down to how we are predisposed to look for threats, to focus on potential problems. It's what's kept us alive. Back in the day, we had to look for what's wrong, what's a problem. But it means that it's harder for us to really focus on what's already actually working and appreciate what's good for us right now. So here's the thing. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Like attracts like. And when you focus on what's missing, guess what? Yeah, you attract more of that energy into your life. But if we can shift our focus and our attention, imagine that. If we can even if it's just the small stuff, we can start to see it more of the good stuff. So go hunting for it. The good stuff hunting. Yeah, looking for the good hunting. So imagine you're driving a car, and if you're constantly looking in the rear view mirror at the potholes behind you, you'll miss the smooth road ahead. But if you focus on the open road, you'll steer yourself towards smoother travels. And it's the same with life, really. What we focus on grows. Now, I know it's not always easy to shift our focus, our attention. Our brains are literally wired, are conditioned to look for problems, to look for difficulties. As a therapist, I work very much as a solution-focused therapist and a hypnotherapist as well. And that's what I do in my sessions. I try and help people to retrain their minds to look more for the good stuff that's working for them already. And then whatever you give your attention to expands and grows. So here's three just simple ways to start doing this today. So you could start just noting, really. 3 things just before you go to bed. Hand on your heart before you sleep. Just 3 things that have been good enough today. Just 3 things that can help you to just end your night on a positive. Because the purpose is that we want to retrain our brains to start to notice the good stuff more, to reframe our thoughts, catch ourselves when we're focusing on what's wrong all the time. Because we can get into complaining and moaning, oh, there's this, there's that, my health, la la, and all these things are probably true. But if we miss the possibilities, we just focus on more of the obstacles and we can't see the wood for the trees. So it's about celebrating small wins. Every time something good happens, goes well, no matter how small, just take that moment to acknowledge yourself, because this habit reinforces it. It's focusing on what's going right. So here's one simple action step that you might want to take. So you can try this exercise today if you like. And it's called the 10 good enough things exercise. So grab yourself a piece of paper and I want you to challenge yourself to think of at least 10 things that are good enough, well enough in your life right now. And they can be as small or as big as you wish. So it could be something like, I like where I live, I like the area that I live in. It might be just that you've got my dog. How annoying is she? She's so... But actually, Lucky, my dog, is one of the things that, although she's really irritating and annoying, looking for the good stuff in her. She's a beautiful dog. Yes, she does bark at people walking past, I've got to admit, which does my head in. But she is a beautiful dog. She's very cuddly. On a night, she's just like, she gets into bed with me and she's like my hot water ball, basically. So yeah. Other things, like, for instance, where I live. I live on a street. It's not my perfect place to live. It's not the ideal home that I want to be living in exactly. But hey, my son has children. Like, there's literally about 10 kids on this doorstep here, all outside playing in the summer, you know, so that's important, isn't it? So I need to look for the good stuff in my life as well, you know, practice what you preach, basically. So I might have to redo this video, who knows, or I might just stick it up anyway, who knows. So yeah, looking for the good stuff. It is really, really a massively useful skill in life. And we need to train our brains to do it because we're not used to doing it. But I believe that if we want to transform our lives, I think this is a really good place to start. So I hand it back to you to make this your mission this week, to seek out more of the good stuff in your life. Because I really promise you that when you start to look around for it, the more you'll find. So where you focus your energy, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And what you focus on grows. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm very apologetic for the dog barking, but hey, you know, that's part of the course, unfortunately, with having a dog sometimes. So welcome to the channel. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe. Of course, it would be lovely if you did subscribe. Please like, and come over to my website, kholdsworth.com, because I've got a lot of free stuff over there, like a 21-day writing for self-discovery challenge. Okay, right, I'm wishing you a great day and look for the good stuff.